Well, welcome to the Launchpad News. Welcome to 2021. We did it. We made it through 2020. And here's hoping that 2021 is going to be everything that we hope and dream. The Launchpad News is your weekly Monday news show covering everything that happens in the space industry and in space flight. Before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell and give us a like on this video. It really does help the video get shown to more people, and we really want to get the world excited about everything that's happening in space because, oh boy, 2021 is going to be a big year. Normally we'd move into what's taken place in the last week in space, but this is a new year. We're going to move straight into what's coming up this week on the Launchpad. The first launch of 2021 was scheduled to be today, and that was going to be the Falcon 9 launching up a Turkish satellite, but that's been delayed till January 14th. Make sure to come back here on the 14th to see the live coverage of that launch. On Sunday, January 10th, we do have Launcher 1, the Virgin Orbit test flight, scheduled to be happening. Launcher 1 is a two-stage orbital launch vehicle under development by Virgin Orbit since 2007. It's an air-launched-to-orbit rocket designed to launch small payloads of up to about 300 kilograms into a sun-synchronous orbit. Virgin Orbit made their first flight last year on May 25, 2020, but failed to reach space due to an anomaly that occurred shortly after the vehicle's release from their Boeing 747-400 named Cosmic Girl over the Pacific Ocean. A propellant line failed, the issue was found and addressed, and Virgin Orbit is ready to try it again. Launcher 1, as I said, is a two-stage vehicle using two Virgin-designed and built Newton RP-1 and LOX liquid rocket engines. The rocket has a diameter of about 1.6 meters for the first stage with one Newton 3 engine and 1.3 meters for the second stage using one Newton 4 engine. Virgin Galactic does have a handful more launches that have been ordered, but no dates have been set for those, and hopefully if Sunday's test goes well, we'll see another one or two Launcher 1 missions this year. In October 2019, Virgin Orbit did announce that they had plans to develop a three-stage variant that would be capable of launching 100 kilograms to the Moon, 70 kilograms to Venus, and even 50 kilograms to Mars. So hopefully after a success of their second stage variant, we'll see the construction and testing of their third stage variant, maybe at the end of 2021, but possibly into 2022. Over the last few days, Starship SN9 has continued to be worked on Pad B in Boca Chica. We've seen the first cryo test and the RCS testing as well. We're just coming up on a month since SN8 had the first ever test flight of a Starship that really had a major flight, and hopefully we'll see SN9 taking her test flight similarly in the near future, but this time maybe with a little bit more upward thrust at the end. Hey, everything's a learning curve. Starship and SpaceX are happy with how SN8 went. You live, you learn, and you improve. We still have to remember, Starship was just an idea a couple years ago. This is the fastest rocket anything's ever been built, and, we're talking orbital tests possibly by the end of the year. I want to give a shout out to Brendan Lewis for always making these amazing graphics on Twitter. Make sure to check out his Twitter and follow him so you can see these when he releases them. SN10 has been fully stacked in the high bay, and we may see it move out to Pad A here in the next couple of weeks. And this has actually been confirmed by Elon with a tweet a couple days ago. One thing that has been a big talking point for everyone in the last few days has been a tweet from Elon updating us on the plan that they're actually going to try to catch the Super Heavy booster with the launch tower when it returns. They want to do this to help minimize the weight in the booster by being able to remove the landing legs, but they also want to do it because it's going to help equip them to have a turnaround time with a goal of only 60 minutes. Within hours of this tweet, many renderings have started to come out on Twitter and Reddit. Here's a few that have been circling around. No one really knows what it's going to be, but we have heard that most likely they're going to be using the grid fins as some sort of catching thing. We know there's going to have to be some sort of suppression and strength to it to be able to take that force of it coming down. Because even though it is controlled descent, it is still quite a force when it lands. Hopefully we will see a rendering later this year from SpaceX, as we should see the first Super Heavy booster testing in just a couple of months. Now that's it for the first ever episode of the Launchpad News. This week's been pretty quiet with the start of 2021, but we are so excited for this history-making year that's going to be happening, including the landing of the Perseverance rover in just a couple weeks. Shortly after that, the first ever flight on another world with the helicopter, the launch and deployment of the James Webb Telescope, more Starship testing, hopefully an orbital test by the end of the year, Rocketlab's going to the moon, and so much more. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the Launchpad News so you never miss a new video or live stream coverage of a launch or landing, and we will see you next week. This has been Zach with Launchpad News, signing off.